experienced player here. He already has 1 kill, and setting things up to look pretty good for him. His win rate versus Protoss is shown here, 12-4, and that's pretty indicative that we're going to be seeing a Protoss player on the other side of things. And I'm feeling like that might be Stork. It's his map, man. I was saying it earlier.
Or could it be Hurricane?
It could be.
It could be.
I mean, he was a sniper on Epic's Open. That was his role.
We've seen, you know, crazy picks come out in the playoffs all the time. Not usually crazy, but like snipe picks, you know? Players that you don't usually see a lot because you can't predict them as well.
All right, who's it going to be? It is Stork.
Wow.
Stork comes out second. He is 4-3 versus Protoss. He's 10-11 in overall Pro League, but most of those wins coming recently. As you can see, his arrow points northeast as he is heading towards Maine, I guess, right now with how he's going.
Well, Stork was on a 7-game winning streak, and then he did have those 2 losses. So coming down a little bit, here is Stork, and I feel like they're playing him for the map. We've said it a lot. He's very comfortable on this map, but in a PvP against SOS, a guy who's 12-4, who is a master of this matchup, I don't see him taking this one.
Not at all. I completely agree with you, Brennan. This is going to be a very hard match for Stork, and I'm wondering if he purely practiced for PvP, or is he just playing the map?
I think so, and I'll talk about why when we get into this game. Let's jump into game number 2, JINAIR versus Samsung on Frost.
Up here in the top left, in the red for JINAIR, green means the Protoss player. It's $O$.
Indeed, and up against this Moneybags player, he's down to the bottom right, cross spawn. It's Stork. I'm going to tell you, and you, Brendan, as well, and also everyone out there. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for coming.
It's great to have you here. I'm very happy to see you again. I think you were here once before, anyways. If not, it's good to see you again, anyways. So, anyways. I was on my train of thought. I lost it. Okay, so we're going into the second game, okay? Now, the first game is a game that both players can prepare the most for because they both know who they're playing against and in the map they're playing on. But the second player knows who he's playing against and knows the map, but the first player doesn't know he's playing against second. So this is always the best chance for somebody. The only time a team can prepare for one player where the other team doesn't know is in game 2. So Stork is definitely preparing super hard for PvP here on this map in particular.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming as well. I don't have headsets, but I'm thanking them.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying here, for sure. But, I mean, at the same time, like, just Stork's results, his statistics for this matchup, obviously not as good as his, like, PBT, for instance. Like, obviously, I would have thought him, above all else, would be a sniper for Maru, considering where Maru has lost him in the past.
Yeah, I was expecting that as well. It's a bit strange, but I feel like, I mean, even though like we may not 100% understand the reasons, I feel like he's come out here to play against SOS. Like it's you know, that's what his plan is here, and it's a big 4-player map. Maybe he's doing really well in PvP in-house these days and doing well on the ladder, and they're like, you know what, I think you're actually in shape right now to beat him. And if you fail, it's really unfortunate that we lose you, but Roro can probably still carry us a little bit later. They could probably come out on Sejong and beat SOS, and then also maybe beat Maru later.
The biggest PvPs that stand out in my mind for Stork are the ones that he played on Maze, actually, in a time where everybody was going air versus air. He was trying to do like blink all-ins and stuff like that, like 3-gate blink, and he was kind of doing wonky builds for the time on that map, so I don't know. We'll have to see what he decides to do on this gigantic map with cross spawns. Yeah,
we're cross spawn here. You can notice the difference being in the builds that we have a little bit more gas mining for SOS. Looks like you put all probes in a little bit faster. So that's why he's got about 40 to 50 extra gas. And, ooh.
What if we see another DT rush? What if that's like just like I'm going to DT rush today.
In a row.
Yeah, it's like whatever. But one thing that that definitely seems to be Stork's comfort zone is these kind of like long distance maps where he gets to go to the late game. It seems to be where he really kind of like is comfortable. Obviously, doing well against Maru on the same map cross spawn, and we see a Twilight go down, so you can very well see DTs again.
I think it is because the probe stays, right? So he's going to queue up a Dark Shrine.
This is so cute. I love it. He's just sticking to a theme today.
Yeah. It's really funny how that works out. I could have sworn we were going to see a Stargate for Oracles or Phoenixes at least. Like I feel like DTs have kind of fallen out of style in PvP, so I'm a bit surprised to see this, but it's probably going to be the last thing that Stork expects, especially after watching his teammate lose to DTs in Game 1. Oh.
Nice position on the Mothership core. The top of the ramp did get a lot of shots on that probe, so he is going to have to back off and not be able to scout that base. So he's not going to know what SOS is doing at all. And he's going to have to send this Mothership core out and try to find a proxy, but
now,
it's a big map.
If he finds a probe, though, they actually might meet.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful with this.
I think he's actually going to see that.
Oh.
He sees the probe, and that's a big enough tell.
Oh.
That's certainly a big enough tell, I feel.
That's a big tell.
Well, he saw it, and he targeted the Mothership core, but he's still not going south. Will he send that Stalker down there?
Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe for the probe. I'm not sure. He might be too late, even if he scouts it. Hard to say. He looks like he's gonna go for the probe here. So he might actually scout this pylon out, which would be big enough.
Oh, he doesn't.
He turns it around.
Oh my goodness.
Man. And now nice positioning on the Stalker here for SOS. Always super well prepared.
This is actually terrible.
Yep.
But
well, he stops a probe from scouting here. Maybe he thought that was a probe scout scouting for spawning locations or something, and he's just thinking like...
He's like, oh yeah, it's nothing, it's standard. It's like, whatevs.
Well, I mean, his blink stalkers are not going to be useful against DTs, I'm afraid.
This could be game right now. He starts his robo now.
He should target it down with his DTs. He can kill it before it finishes, I believe.
He could very well
or he could kill it before it finishes Observer. Couldn't think of what that was for a moment. He's coming over now with that DT. DT hesitates, actually. Maybe wants to come in with multiple.
Yeah, he's making another one.
Yeah.
The Stalkers are moving out now. He's got 5, but I think they're warped in at that pylon that's forward. And here comes the first DT.
I don't think he can get that robo without walking all the way around. And again, a tight wall. And he does not finish the wall. He's trying.
No wall.
And it does not happen. That would have been a beautiful save there by Stork. But now DTs can actually go for the robo. There's a DT at home for the defense. Oh, and it's only powered by one pylon.
Oh, no.
Artosis pylon here in the center. And that is probably going to be game. That's it. There's no way he can make pylons in time, and he's spending too many resources. He's not mining.
He's making 3 pylons at a time. He can't make any units. It's just so unfortunate.
If there was a second DT in here, it would be guaranteed game. I think he's eventually going to get it up, but he has no income for this long. Plus, there's an expansion going up for SOS.
GG. Oh, man.
Dark Shrine. Oh, Dark Shrine, actually. Not $, I suppose.
Wow.
Wow, man.
This is hilarious.
Making it a quick day so far is what he wants.
He's like, you know what? I don't want to play these guys straight up. Let's just go DTs.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. I mean,
Cloak-a-doodle-doo, man.
you found a way to use it. Good work, Wolf.
All right, 2-0 right now for JINAIR.
King Say Junk, we're going to see Roro, guys.
Yeah, it's got to be
absolutely,
Roro.
No doubt in my mind. It has to be.
If they play Solar, man, I'm going to be so mad.
No, it's got to be him. It has to be him. Looks like Samsung is really focused on map-oriented plays as well, based on the fact that they used Stork there.
Yeah.
Stork has played consistently on Frost, I think, like 4 times in a row now. So, I mean, if you think about that, like, if you think about how Samsung thinks about maps, how the coach is thinking, I'm feeling like we're going to be seeing Aurora here in just a moment. There he is in the center stage, putting his hand in. The Samsung team.
Aurora Doodle Doo.
No, that didn't work.
Oh,
nice try, but yeah, I'm definitely thinking Roro here.
It's row your boat gently towards
row your boat.
Brendan, you were.
Wow, Brendan.
I'm just on fire today,
You're
guys.
doing great, man.
Brendan, you're making me feel uncomfortable. I'm not sure what this feeling is that you've given me, but I want it to go away. So,
next question is, are we going to see DT